Rare Jewel. It was 3 a.m. and all was quiet in the San Paulo apartments where Ambra and Lillian Lightstone had retreated to the bedrooms and succumbed to exhaustion. Quill was softly snoring in a recliner chair. Umiko was half asleep on a couch when her phone buzzed. "Kaito-san," she answered groggily. "Umiko, are you still in Venice?" I need to rest for a couple of hours and find out where Necro might be headed next. Where are you?" "There's been an incident," began Kaito. Umiko shook herself awake. "What? What incident? Where are you?" Kaito filled his agent in on the events at the farmhouse, mentioning both the simulator and the interest in acquiring a Saturnian diamond, but omitting his prior knowledge of its whereabouts and his exchange with Adams. "The TIA has been aware of the development of this simulator for some time, though not its exact nature, location, or the extent of its potential influence. Our agency is now a partner." "And Adams's organisation is a media company?" "Yes. However, Adams is US intelligence, and the organisation is a front for more significant work, such as the simulator." "And where is this Adams now?" inquired Umiko. "On a flight out from Osaka." "Do you know where he's gone?" "No. He said he'd be in touch." It was only a little white lie, Kaito told himself. He could not reveal to Umiko that he had already provided the diamond to Adams for the simulator project, without giving away his role in the theft of the diamonds from NASA. "This guy's made us a target. An MI6 field operative was killed, but it could easily have been you." "Our work means we are always at risk of being a target, Umiko. The project his organisation is working on is important to our mission." "A goddamn video game?" exclaimed Umiko. Kaito chuckled. "He described it to me in greater detail on the drive back from Shikoku. There is more to it than it seems." "How so?" "I'll explain it later. For now, it is enough to say that an ultra-classified project they have been working on requires an immense power source to work, one they have not been able to acquire so far." The realisation dawned on Umiko. Her mouth went dry. "A superconductor. He's after that Saturnian diamond you mentioned," she said, her voice hoarse. "Adams?" "Yes. No, well, yes, him too, but I mean Necro. If that diamond is out there, if this Malvern organisation's project is working to source the diamond because they've built a device that needs one, then that's exactly the place Necro will head if he ever finds out about it," exclaimed Umiko, rousing Quill from his slumber. "We've been over this before. Nadir is not possible. It's a myth," said Kaito. "Oh, I think it is more than a myth. And if he's planning to do it, and he knows the whereabouts of the diamond, he could well have the means to make it work," argued Umiko. "Take a look at what I just sent you," she said, pinging Kaito a picture of the diagram labelled Nadir. "Necro dropped that in St. Mark's Square." Kaito was beginning to agree with his agent's assessment. If Necro had any clue that the Svalbard simulator team was sourcing an extraterrestrial jewel, that is where he would head. And, if Umiko was right, if there was even a remote chance that Nadir was more than a handful of intelligence yielded in the last decade, if Necro got wind there was someone else looking for the Saturnian diamond and then discovered the location of the project, it was critical to intercept Necro before he made his way to the far north. But he could not let Umiko follow that lead by disclosing that there was a diamond, which he had provided, en route to the simulator with Adams. It would either jeopardise his position, as she would be legally required to report his actions, or if she chose not to, it would implicate her in a theft from a US federal agency. "Umiko, listen to me and do as I say. The project that Adams's organisation is developing is on Svalbard, an island close to the North Pole, which is part of Norway. My sources have confirmed that Necro is currently nowhere near Svalbard. For now, but we know how fast he can move," said Umiko. "True, but even if he did head there, and right now he has no reason to, He will not find access to the Terran project as straightforward as he expects. What does that mean? Omiko, I need you to focus on Necro and his activities, not an elusive diamond the whereabouts of which is unknown. Lord Abzu can help. I have him doing some work at the moment concerning unusual activity on the seabed in several locations. What? That can only mean tectonic activity. I told you. All this time I've been saying, cried Omiko. We don't know, Kaito said, cutting her off. It could be military exercises. It could be installation of telecommunications cables, though we are usually informed in advance of such things and have received no advice from our sources that any government or company is doing so. It is currently unexplained activity. Now's your chance to find out if Necro is involved. See if Lord Abzu has found any evidence on the seafloor that Necro has been planning what you suspect. Find a way to disable it, and neutralise Necro if you encounter him. Such preemptive action would be far more effective and far less risky than trying to intercept him once he is within reach of or gains possession of the Saturnian diamond. If there is no cause for concern, then we can turn our attention to the diamond. Even if Nadir is a myth, we certainly do not want Necro in possession of such a power source. How do I get to Abzu? He's at the bottom of the sea. Our Onden friends can assist, said Kaito. There is an Onden here in Venice, said Omiko. Find out if they can arrange transport for you. If not, I will contact Chancellor Aroz in Onda and get one of their submersibles sent to collect you, so you can rendezvous with Lord Abzu's ship. She ended the call and slumped back in her chair. Everything okay? Inquired Quill. Omiko hadn't been aware that Quill was awake and listening. I am not a submariner and I need transportation to Lord Abzu's vessel, said Omiko. She explained to Quill her theory about Necro and Nadir, and how her director had ordered her to pursue Necro and confirm what he was planning. I have one of our submersibles docked just outside of the lagoon. I can take you to Abzu, offered Quill. That is, if you're sure about this. We had an encounter with him on the way here and, well, anything could happen, he added. It might, but it is Lord Abzu who has been scouting the sea floor. He may have some information that can help. Let's set off at dawn then, suggested Quill. Sounds good to me, yawned Omiko. She curled up on the couch near Quill and powered down into a deep sleep. Quill could not get back to sleep. Coupled with his own knowledge of Nautilus history and ideology, Omiko's theory about Nadir had been profoundly disturbing. Though he was aware his regent was liaising with allied Terrans to address climate destabilisation and sea level rise, he had never heard Queen Crescents or Mabul, the head of Onden intelligence, mention extraterrestrial superconductors nor anything like Nadir. What if Omiko's hunch was correct? Quill decided he would not only deliver Omiko to Abzu, he would accompany her on her mission, learn as much as he could, and report to Queen Crescents at the earliest opportunity. Omiko might be wrong, Quill thought, gazing at the sleeping operative. But if there's a 1 in a billion chance she's right, none of us can afford those odds. He rubbed his palms into his heavy eyes and fell into a fitful sleep.